persons is the brethren. Brethren or fellow beings. The term brethren, of course, includes all the fellow beings, and including even plants. Imagine in Miami there are no trees, and you'll be like living in Sahara Desert or those Middle East all the time. Wouldn't that be miserable? So you have to be thankful that there are trees and treat them nice. Okay? And of course, more urgently, can you think, ask those millionaires, billionaires in Wall Street who didn't make any contribution to human goodness and they accumulated so much money. Ask them whether they could be such a accumulated such a wealth without the fellow beings. They are taking money away from the poor people's pocket. So, of course they know they cannot live without the help of others, even if they have billions of dollars. Imagine they try to make their own clothes and grow their own grain and so on. They cannot. They depend on other people, right? This we call the beneficence of brethren, fellow beings. And the fourth is the beneficence of laws. In this case, the word law include not only penal and civil laws, without which we cannot live. Imagine that all of a sudden there's no traffic law. Then you can drive 100 miles in the city, and what would happen? And also, if there's no law, you can go. Then you have to go to the gun shop and buy the AK-47 before anybody else, and start shooting. Remember what David Hume said? The worst enemy of man is who? Is man. Why? Human beings are those beings whose intelligence is much greater than dogs and cats and so on. And they misuse their intelligence for mutual destructions in the case of international conflict. See? So, in WonBuddhism, by the law, we include not only penal civil laws, including traffic laws, the teachings of the sages like Buddha, Confucius, Jesus Christ, and Socrates. Socrates is one of the 4 sages in human history, you know that? Socrates, who tried to educate, enlighten the Athenian people, and for that he was condemned to drink poison hemlock. If you take a philosophy course, you know that. So he's regarded as one of the 4 sages. Laws, because those laws spells out how we should live. As a human being, different from beast, there are certain things we should do and certain things we should not do. So these 4 are what Niebuhr called universal beneficence of nature. Okay? In the case of laws and heaven and earth, there's no intentions involved. No intentions. Any more than the water in the sea has any intentions to help the fish. Right? So the word grace is wrong. There's no grace. You use the word grace for divine grace. Always some intentions involved. To love, to help, and so on. But in the case of heaven and earth, they don't. There is no intentions involved. So I am translating the Chinese character in for as the beneficence. Now, so what should we do? I said the image of man, or the ideal image of man in WonBuddhism is the one who is enlightened to one's own Buddha nature and illumine the world with the wisdom arising from the enlightenment. then all the three poisons will be gone. You see? On the other hand, be aware of the beneficence and require it. Pay it back. When you are indebted to someone and you don't pay back, you are not any better than like some other beast. Even in the beast world, some, the kids pay their favor to their parents. You know that? Even crows do that. As a human being, to be a human being with dignity and value, you should be able to return the favors. In WonBuddhism, we have a way of returning the favors. How can you return the favor to heaven and earth? How can a fish return the favor to water? No way. No way. So in WonBuddhism we teach, why don't we follow the way of the bestowal of the beneficence? When heaven and earth bestow or render beneficence to us, heaven and earth don't have a string attached to what they do. You know the string attached? In America, we see kids playing, and one little girl says some favor to another child, then is waiting for something. Waiting for what? The other one must say thank you. Right? I heard somebody was at the elevator. One man helped to open what is called the elevator in the push, and she entered the elevator first, but she didn't say anything, and this man was waiting. And you know what I mean. And she said something, but I forgot. What this WonBuddhism is teaching is that when you render favors to others, forget it. Never think that, never have in mind, I have done favor to you, how come you are ungrateful to me, something like that. Forget it. Okay? So do all those good things to others with no mental string attached to that one. Just like in the Bible. When your left hand makes a gift, don't let your right hand know it. You've read it, haven't you? In the Bible. The same thing. Thereby, you create a good image of man. But if somehow, after doing some good to others, and you are thinking of, I have done something good to you, and how come you are ungrateful, even you are not saying thank you, then that's not a good image of one Buddhist. I have the image of man. Forgive me. Just as heaven and earth will have no string attached when they render such a great beneficence. Okay? Second, how can you return the favor or the beneficence of parents? Sometimes your parents are gone when you get old. So in WonBuddhism, what we say is this: protect the helpless. There are many helpless people in the world. According to your own ability, as much as you can, do it. Okay? And that's the way of returning the beneficence of parents. Third, how can you return the favor of the beneficence of fellow beings or brethren? Following the principle of mutual benefit. Actually, this ideal of a mutual benefit is one Buddhist way of saying of the traditional Buddhist ideal of Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva's ideal is this. Bodhisattvas, they think they can benefit themselves only by benefiting others. The only way they can benefit themselves is by benefiting others. And those